Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is April 18th, 2019, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the major economic events today, a lot of numbers coming out, a lot of European numbers. Starting out at 9:15 South African time, French flash services PMI number coming out, and that's followed with a 9:30 German flash manufacturing PMI number coming out, and also a services simultaneously coming out for Germany as well. Now, these numbers are very important. The last time the numbers came out, we actually tanked in the market. So this is very important, and you need to know that it is coming out. Now, later in the day, coming out of United Kingdom, monthly retail sales coming out of United Kingdom, that's also an important number. And then lastly, coming out of the United States, retail sales for the United States, which is a major indicator as well. So a lot of major indicators in terms of the health of the economy, because most of us are consuming goods. Okay, most of us are consuming goods on a regular basis, and between the European Union and the United States, very big economic sectors that are affected by it. So just be aware of these numbers coming out later today. Now, taking a look at the markets, it just looks quiet before the storm in terms of the Forex symbols. We'll take a look at that just to explain ourselves in just a moment. Looking at the indices, Dow Jones and the DAX have a light retracement, although they are close to their highs of the year. But they did take a little bit of a sell-off there. If that's a retracement in order to take it, if that's a pullback in order to take it higher, we'll check that out. Now, looking at commodities, gold trades lower, okay, on the lower support of 1270. This is what I said to you guys. And oil struggles with resistance, okay, at 64.60-ish level. We'll take a look at that as well. And lastly, looking at the stocks, the banks and the Apple are strong, okay. This is a classical market indicator where the markets are going to go higher. Okay, it's just a matter of time. It's also with what's happening between the United States and China still has to resolve itself. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So Euro USD trading within this range of 1320 and 1290-ish level right there. Okay, so if it doesn't break between these two parameters, 1320-ish there and 1290-ish on the bottom side right there, these are really the parameters it's trading between. That's a tight range. That's about a 30 pip range. And so I do expect with these numbers coming out later today to have some sort of aversion either on the upside or the downside. Let's take a look at it. This German PMI number that's coming out later today is very important because there was some recessionary fears coming out of Germany, and we may avert that. And so the euro may get stronger if the economy in Europe is getting stronger as well. So we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Now, looking at the GBP USD trading sideways, and on the bottom, really with this Brexit being postponed to October 31st, it's just a massive debacle. Okay, it just shows you how an economy, how a system could break itself down, and you see it very clearly here in the GBP USD. Now, as this continues to flirt with this massive and I do call it a massive wedge formation. You can see it right there. There is a very big likelihood it's going to break down. Okay, I don't want to celebrate too soon and get into it too aggressively, but you may want to just start small, okay, of shorting this just a little bit just to see how it's playing out. Once this breaks 130, we could be back to the 128-ish level, no question. Okay, so that is my call on the GBP USD. But again, you got to start small. Don't get into it too aggressively until you see that it's working out for you. Okay, so that is my call here on the GBP. Looking at the Aussie USD, you see we're flirting with the 71.90, but not breaking higher. Okay, but still on that nice upper trend line. Okay, this upwards momentum. So it's either going to fail again at 71.90 and then find itself trading within these two ranges, okay, the 72-ish level and 78-ish level, 79-ish level right there, 90-ish level, excuse me, and then find itself between these two parameters. So unless we break higher and break this higher, I do expect the euro and the Aussie dollar to break out higher if there is some positive consensus coming out of Europe today. And looking at gold, and this was easy money, okay, really easy money. I mentioned this several times, 1309, we didn't break this upper area of 1312, this resistance, and then we broke right down, okay? Once we broke 1300, that was your key. 1380, okay, was our second support level right there, okay? Once we broke that, well, the bottom's up, all right? Now, the next real support level is 1270, as you can see here. So we may just bounce off of it, okay? Especially if the markets continue trading sideways and the equity markets don't trade higher, okay? But if the equity markets trade higher, I do expect gold to continue its, its correction down to 1240. Now looking at the Dow Jones, okay, so we're looking at a 4-hour chart, and you can see that we're just struggling with 26,486, and so this is really just a significant resistance here at 26,486, and we're trading just now at that support level of 23,365-ish level. So we may see this bounce, okay? This is really an important level, and as you can see, we're also on the moving average right there, okay? So if it does break, we may see it back down to the 26,138-ish level, but, okay, this may not happen, and I'll tell you why. Because the banks and Apple are strong. They're usually what is the catalyst that moves the market higher. And the things that were selling off yesterday, if I was looking at the markets, was the healthcare stocks. Okay, all the biotech, all the insurance companies, health insurance companies, and health-related pharmaceutical companies were selling off, but none of the major part of the economy was selling off. I'm talking about the banks, I'm talking about the computer sectors, semiconductors, all that area was very strong. So with that said, okay, it doesn't seem to me that it's going to break lower, but it may, okay, just as traders kind of book their profits with this, with this challenge of breaking out higher, it may just be an opportunity for traders just to take in some and lock in their profits. Now, looking at the DAX, okay, this is trading in tandem, okay, 12,166. We also took a little bit of a retracement there this morning. We're bouncing above the moving average, as you can see. So, if this continues its momentum on the upside, we could see it continue rallying. Now, looking at the Bank of America, it's strong at the upper edge of its range, but got to see it follow through and break higher in order to push the Dow Jones higher. And looking at Apple, we're above $200 a share at 202. Nice little rally yesterday, okay? And you see that breakout from 198. It did consolidate, and then once it broke 200, that was it. It just continued going. That looks like it's strength. It's validated strength, means that there are real buyers, there are real participants in the market, and it's going to take it higher. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.